Good morning, class. Welcome to week 10 of English 111. In today's video, I am going to go through the November 15th Monday Memo and talk about what is due this week and what is coming up. So by now, you should have turned in, by last night on Sunday, you should have turned in your topic and some sources, some preliminary sources. So this week is going to go pretty fast. We are getting into the thick of this research paper, and it's really going to move fast because we have Thanksgiving next week. So I want to go through this memo and show you what is coming up and what's going to be due. So what I have here, I have our assignments. Normally I have them at the bottom, but today I have them at the top of this memo to highlight what's coming up. So you have here in yellow 4 assignments that are due by Friday. 2 of them are due on Wednesday, 1 is due on Thursday, and then a final big assignment is due on the 19th. And then in green, you have 3 different assignments that are all going to be due Sunday at midnight. So what I'm going to do today is go through these 4 assignments that are highlighted in yellow. I will explain about these 3 assignments highlighted in green on Wednesday in the Wednesday memo. And I want to make a note that I have here in red a statement that says, I know it seems if we're moving fast, but you have to keep in mind this is a 12-week class, and we need to do things at a little bit of a faster pace than if you were taking a 16-week class. And I don't want you to get behind, so I want to go through everything that's due this week so that you stay on board. If you stay on task and stay on board, you will be fine. You'll be 100% fine. But you do have to really sort of buckle down this week and do a lot of preliminary work. So of those 4 assignments, I'm going to talk about each one. You have a short assignment asking you to practice summarizing and paraphrasing an article. That is due on Wednesday, November 17th. You also have to complete a journal on plagiarism. Remember, this is a research paper and you're using sources, so we need to talk about plagiarism, taking other people's words, information, and taking credit for it. Then I'm asking you to read 2 of the sample student essays and complete a journal on them. This will give you a better idea about what you're really doing in this research paper. These are finished products done by students, and this will give you kind of a clearer picture about where you're going with your paper. This journal is going to be due on Thursday, November 18th, and then the final assignment due this week, due on Friday, November 19th, is a pretty big assignment, but you can do it. So you have to submit your thesis statement, and then your 5 works cited. Remember, you have 5 separate kinds of sources, which I went over in last week's assignment, or last week's announcement. And you also need to do a summary of each of those articles. So you have a worksheet that's going to be due Friday at midnight with showing me the work you've done. So in order to do that, I have a list of resources to help you with that worksheet. Before I go over that, let me click over to our Module 3 to show you where to access all of these assignments. Remember your due folder? All right, so you will have turned in these first 3 items already. So now if you go down here to Journal 6, your plagiarism prompt, this is due Wednesday, November 17th. The summary and paraphrase practice, also due Wednesday, November 17th. So you're going to click on these. When you click on this summary and paraphrase practice, you're going to have a link to an article that you're going to read, and then you're going to fill out this worksheet that you're going to need to, it's a Word document, you'll need to download it. Then by Thursday, you're going to be asked to read 2 sample student essays. You click on that, the essays are linked in that journal, so it's right there for you. And then you're going to answer these questions. And then finally, the big assignment, which is due on the 19th, is the worksheet that you're going to complete. It's this worksheet here. You're going to complete this. Okay, so you're going to give me the name of your topic, your thesis statement, and then you're going to tell me what reference source you're using, what news source, what opinion A, so opinion A on your issue, opinion B on your issue, which source for that, and which scholarly article. And for each of those, you're going to complete a summary for those sources. All right, let me go ahead and click out of that. Clear this. Let me go ahead and get back to. All right, so that is your 4 assignments that are going to be due this week. And like I say, this one that's due on Fridays is pretty lengthy, so you want to get going on it. So let's go back to your announcement. In order to help you with that final assignment due on Friday the 19th, I have a list of resources here to help you with that. So for narrowing your topic and writing your thesis statement, you have a few things that you should do. First, I made a PowerPoint on narrowing your topic and writing a thesis statement for this paper. You could go on over to Module 3, Watch folder, and open up your PowerPoints folder, and you can go through this PowerPoint. In addition, I'm going to make a video of myself going through this PowerPoint, and I will post that video right here. You can either read it or you can watch me go through it. Then you should watch this tutorial right here on coming up with a thesis statement. It's a pretty short tutorial, about 3.5 minutes, 4 minutes long. So remember, for this paper, a good and focused thesis statement is going to be key to your success. That's the question that you're answering about your paper, your issue. Your thesis should tell me your position on your issue. It should also state the problem and hint at the solution. And your thesis statement should be a statement of policy, meaning you're going to use the word should or should not. So what should be done or what should not be done. So my PowerPoint covers all of this information. Now, for writing your works cited list and your research article summaries, I have some information to help you with that. So in order to be successful with that, you should review last Monday's announcement, the announcement from November 8th. It goes through the steps on writing an academic summary. However, I did a PowerPoint going through those very same steps. So you can read my PowerPoint, or I will again make a video of that PowerPoint, or you can watch me go through that PowerPoint if you prefer to have a video. Here is also a really good video it's very short, about 6 minutes long, on writing academic summaries, and you should watch that. And so you're going to need to summarize all 5 of your separate types of sources, and that is going to be due on November 19th. So today's mini lesson is teaching you how to write a good, strong paraphrase. Paraphrasing is putting the ideas of an author into your own words. That's going to help you a lot for writing this paper. You're going to have a lot of information. You have 5 sources, so you're going to be paraphrasing and quoting from 5 separate sources. So you really want to kind of get some practice work on that. You do have that assignment. Let me scroll back up. Summary and paraphrase practice due November 17th. I showed you where it was in the due folder. So this little mini lesson teaches you how to write a paraphrase. So you will want to read this carefully, and when you are ready, you go and you open up in your due folder your summary and paraphrase practice and put that into practice. Okay.